Morning. Right. Today's plan is to take this to Kejja Motorsport. It's not going in for anything drastic. It's mainly safety. I want some fuel hard lines putting in. A harness bar would be nice. That's on the to-do list if possible. But it's mainly, it's check the car, make sure it's safe, make sure the bushes and everything are good. Engine dyno, make sure the engine's healthy, and then a few other bits if there's time and if there's budget. So we'll get it running and we'll get it loaded on the trailer and get on our way. Okay, let's get it running. 1, 2 should be enough. Be on 3 for a tiny amount and then she wakes up. All good now. It's idling on its own there. So let's go and get it on trailer. Well, that was a mission. Right, it's on. A cup of coffee to enjoy. We'll get on the way. Cheers. We've made it. Kejja Motorsport. Just had a bit of a chat with Kev. Really, I should have caught it on video, but it's one of them things where I got here. It took me a while because the roads are all closed. So yeah, hopefully Kev's going to go out for a quick spin with me just to have a listen to it and a feel. He's already noticed the carb inlet manifold is wrong, so the carbs are pointing down, which I have got the right manifold for it. So I'm going to put that in the post to him, get it sent down. It was just I couldn't fit that because the alternator wouldn't clear, but we'll let Kev worry about that.
One of my customers wants to do it, and I was like, I've not had a lot of experience with it, but
The 6th gear is pretty much like 5th on the Type 9, I'd say.
but these, but bearing in mind RX-8s used to rev into 8 and 9,000 RPM.
And they're running on 18-inch wheels, so the actual final drive is quite low. Managed to work?
Yeah, I'm just catching the steering wheel.
Oh, okay. I did have a disc wheel on it when I was wearing it, so that
quite nice.
It is.
Nice and saying well done to it.
Yeah. Got it cheap from when I went to the NEC Classic.
Cheap?
Yeah, it sold it. I don't think it's genuine. So it doesn't ride too bad.
No. Serious amount of wind there, isn't it?
That's good, isn't it? And that's only with one of them hooked up. So I was disconnected it. They're both hooked up. It's absolutely.
It's proper aircon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. When they're both hooked up and the wind is up, it
Yeah.
absolutely blasts you.
What pads are in this?
EBC yellow.
Yeah, it's white.
Yeah, I'll probably get them changed. I've got some MIDI like EP10s actually in the box, so they can be thrown in.
Yeah. I'm not the great EBC person.
No, me neither.
I'm a Mintex person.
Yeah.
They just don't seem to be as hard from the get-go.
Yeah.
As where EBCs have to be warmed up quite a lot, don't
Yeah.
they? They've got to work them.
Yeah. Well, does the pedal feel as it should, as in rock hard? It's just the wrong pad compound then?
Yeah, possibly. That's what I would have said. They are rock hard anyway.
Yes.
They're just,
Yeah.
it doesn't drive too bad, does it?
No.
You know.
Slight pull to the left maybe, but I've not tracked it since I've had it. So, I took the loading blocks out because it was literally on its bump stops.
There's a little bit of play there somewhere on the front.
Yeah.
Just a,
She's well mannered enough on the road though, for sure.
yeah.
There somewhere.
Little waffle there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a bad ratio on the box ain't bad at all, is it? On a different dive with us.
Yeah.
Don't go too bad. It's quite soft, but
Yeah.
everyone to their own, as we say.
I think the dampers are back to quite far off at the back.
Yeah.
There's that thumping.
What's that rattle there then?
Oh, that's me.
Oh, okay. That's all.
So, do about 45. Try about there now. It's actually quite quiet. Bring it up now slowly. You'll start feeling the vibration. Oh,
Feel it right now.
yeah. Sometimes it's more pronounced, it's more thump, thump, thump.
Yeah, about 46,
Yeah.
47.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I can feel that now under my arse.
Yeah. With the car in the air, you still feel it. We had him on the run. I picked him up and run it.
Slightly more than that, but
Yeah. Oh yeah, it disappears. Which is
like 50, 51.
Yeah.
Maybe just a touch.
Touch
hardly
there.
anything.
As soon as you get to 55, it's gone. 60. I normally, if I'm driving it, I drive it around 60 mile an hour, which is 3k. But it will sit at 70 quite happily.
What's in the what ratios in the back of this?
377.
377. The car itself doesn't drive too bad.
No.
It is a little bit. It's a bit
Soft.
washy for me, but
Yes.
everyone is different. Do you know what I mean? You just feel it's a little bit.
Well, this, yeah,
It's quite reactive, the car.
It's a bit vague, I'd say, yeah. Which is why I was after your input to see if it needed a higher rated set of springs. That's easy enough to change. I know the back springs don't seem very. They seem soft because it squats a lot when you're looking at outside videos of it.
But then you change a rear shock.
I changed the shocks for gas.
Yeah.
They are probably wound quite soft because me and the missus we go to our car shows.
So where are you? Somewhere sort of 2 or 3 or 4?
We probably head right now, to be honest. So maybe just be rocking to the middle again.
Yeah. I got 21 clicks and
Yeah, yeah.
you could go wherever you wanted, can't you? It's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, that's 70 mile an hour we can talk. It's never going to be quiet, is it?
No. been a while. Was that a new aftermarket? Was it? I've got in the back of that, or was it a second-hand one?
It's all supplied by yourself, the whole thing.
I can find out because I go on and look through the invoices.
So
but,
it's a 377 supplied by yourself and the 3J set up, and then you just give me back as a pig's head.
Yeah.
So I supplied you with a pig's head, and then you set it up and built it.
It's very quiet for a man. How many miles do you think that's done?
500 maybe, not too many. I am going odometer, so I don't know.
Yeah, there was something there, but it's nothing to put in my eyes. No, it's not vicious.
No.
And it hasn't raised, obviously, if it's kind of always been there and it's kind of the way.
Yeah, it's not got any
The problem is the aftermarket stuff sometimes
It's not as good.
it does have a bit of a noise.
I'm fully with you. Because my Mark 1 isn't silent. Well, I figured that was the gearbox, but it wasn't particularly silent when it was all working properly.
Ride-wise,
It's quite nice.
it's not like, don't take it the wrong way, probably the best part, 40 stone in the front of it, between us.
Yeah.
And it's not all over the place, is it?
Nope.
It is a little bit on the soft side. What's on the front?
Bilstons, 2.8 lengths a thing. They're definitely coilovers.
Yeah, that's the problem with them. Because they don't do an adjustable insert for
Yeah.
a Bilstein.
No.
You know,
Well, I am tempted maybe in the future to get some gas like I've got in my Mark 1. The best thing, like I say, is to go through it and see what you think. The ride in terms of, I was just worried in case it was wayward, but I don't think it is wayward.
no, it is a little bit, there's a few little, it's a little bit loose.
Yes.
You can kind of feel that in a couple of little places.
Well, that's what I was thinking, if you can check all the bushings.
Yeah, it just feels like it's a little bit kind of floaty at certain positions.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's basically what I'm after in terms of... I can worry about fine-tuning after it's the safety of it and that.
Yeah. Gearbox though, which is surprising me. I've always thought I wouldn't like it, but I actually quite do.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I actually quite like it, to be honest.
Yeah. No wrong with the gearbox.
No.
Probably the best bit on it.
Yeah, I actually quite like the box.
It suits the car, I feel.
And they're good for a couple of 100 horsepower anyway.
Yeah, easily.
The only thing they don't do a quick shift for, do they?
No.
No.
But I don't care.
No, that's just what I mean. It's the horses for courses bit, isn't it? But
I'm not too bothered.
no,
It's not quite as scary as the Mark 1 I've ordered then.
no, nowhere near that. No, nowhere near that. I actually don't think it's too bad, mate. There is I'm always going to find something.
Of course you are.
Here.
Yeah, that's why it's here.
You know, it's a little bit, but overall, I think it drives. The problem is you can get in it and go to a show with your missus.
Absolutely, and then
rather
we do.
rather than kind of be something a little bit more abrupt and aggressive.
Exactly, that's what we do. That's why after I spoke to you, I thought, you know what, why are you trying to set it up for a full-on track car when you're never going to use it as a full-on track car? You're going to use it as an occasional track car and more of a show car. It's just when my Mark 1 comes back, I always bought this on the idea that this would be the more rough and ready track car.
Yeah.
And that's how I sold it to my missus, because she's like, well, why do you want two Escorts? And I was like, because I don't want to ruin the Mark 1 again.
Why do you want two airbags?
Exactly, exactly. Right, on our way back. The car is now in Kev's capable hands. He's going to go over it and the main things we're looking at are just the drivability and the safety. Performance isn't really something I'm too worried about. It's not a slow car, it's not a fast car either, but it's safety, making sure the car is running properly. It's pointed out a few things already. The manifold that's on it, the inlet manifold, is the wrong one, which I had an inkling it was. It's just that it's the only one I could get fit with the alternator. So I'm going to send in the SBD manifold, and he's going to see if he can work his magic getting the alternator to fit, and hopefully then it'll run a 0 degree manifold, because it's not mounted 7 degrees like they normally are. So yeah, it's just things like that. I mean, as you might have seen in the video, just he's happy enough. He says it's a bit soft, but for what it does and what it is, it's not too bad. Bit of vagueness in the steering, which could be just down to maybe a drumstick or, you know, a steering arm or something. He doesn't like the brakes, which is so, neither do I. I've always moaned about their brakes, but he's blaming mainly the pads, so I'm going to chuck the Willwood BP10s back in it, see what that does, and then maybe we could try some Mintex or something else. Try and think if there's anything else. Yeah, I mean, he's going to ring me Tuesday, and I'll try and document that over voiceover maybe. I'm not going to record the call, that wouldn't be correct. So, well, I'll summarise what it is that he's telling me, and then we'll see. I hope it isn't going to cost a fortune. I've been spending a lot recently on cars. I just bought more slicks for the Mini after doing that track day in the Mazda on slicks. I've been now ruined for driving on semi-slicks because they just don't compare. So I'm going slicks on the Mazda, slicks on the Mini now. So, yeah. Right, heading home. I've got how long have I got? An hour and 40, so he's not a million miles away from where I live. He's in Kettering and I'm up in Stoke. So yeah, head back and wait for his call, I suppose. A couple of weeks he reckons. See you on the other side.